how do you feel that this is Jam's last stream?
He's so sparky. The EX bittersweet piano. I'm gonna miss the hideout Jams, but I'm also super excited for his adventures in Tokyo. 城市黄昏 and don't worry, I'll keep your 6 warm until he's back. 火焰子新井号 miss you already Jams.
Test. Hi gamers. Good morning. I'm dying. I'm just kidding, I'm not dying. I'm just gonna be on vacation for a little bit. I'm taking a vacation straight to hell. One way. Going on vacation in Pluto. I don't like it. I know it's kind of a popular place to go, but I don't really like going to Pluto. Taking a screenshot for Twitter. Also, Nano, you're coming with me to Japan, right?
Oh, 还有耶，这机飞机 is going to be an epic partner in crime trip. 城市风光外星怪物 can't wait to cause some mischief in Tokyo with you. 寿司机器人子星井号 Nano takes Japan.
Something that's really annoying. Whoa, Argus! Oh my god, Argus, thank you so much for the gift subs.
5 subscriptions to the community.
Wow. Nano, Argus just gave us 5 gifted subs. Can you say thank you? And also everybody who got a gift, say thank you.
无尽笑脸礼物 You're a freaking legend. 爆炸5 gifted subs. Much love 红心抱抱 Thanks for supporting our chaotic duo. 小丑脸子星井号 sub hype.
Sorry. I'm posting. Okay. Okay, hi everybody. Thank you so much. I'm still kind of waking up a little bit. I'm always up late. I'm hoping going to Japan will readjust my sleep schedule back to a normal sleep schedule. Also, shout out Argus. Argus is also a streamer, also a streamer, also a VTuber. I think Argus uses what's it called, Warudo, which is what I have been trying to learn and figure out. It's a crazy system. It's a crazy program. Hi Fontaine and Bug. Good morning Quinn. Good morning Bartleby. Good morning L colon Q. And Astute Penguin and Pangros. And Emily. And Chris. And Azur. And Pazuzu. And Kojiro. I'm like waking up. I'm trying to wake up. It's very complex yet simple. Yeah. Well, Emily, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you.
Millions gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Oh wow, hype train. Thank you. Oh hi. I didn't mean to switch here real quick, immediately, but I guess I'm already here. Hi. One thing about Warudo, so for those who don't know, Warudo is like a thing to stream yourself. It's a type of camera for VTubers to stream themselves. the more I was using Warudo, the more I was like, I should just code my own thing, because I have like Nano in a thing in Unity. I should just put me in that thing that Nano's in. But then I was like, oh, there's like probably like a million things you have to code to get tracking and stuff working in animations. And it's yeah, I don't know if I should do it or not. Oh, Chris, thank you for the gift sub.
Gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you. I'll be using all of your gift sub money for stuff in Japan. Something I found out this morning is the Japanese yen compared to the US dollar, it's very low right now. Like I think it's 152 yen for $1, which is like that means like everything's like 25% off. The yen is dog shit right now. Let's go. I mean, that's probably not good for their economy, I'm assuming. But it is good for me in the very short term when I go on vacation there. So what I'm doing is I'm going there and I'm going to help the economy. I purposely like not bought a bunch of things just so I could buy shit over there. Like I want to buy more clothes when I'm there. Every time I go, like I buy a ton of clothes when I'm there because all the clothes there are really good and just like way better here. Also, there's like more. One thing about it is that there's just more like clothes shops, like physical shops that you can go to. That's like that's like going away here, which is kind of sucks. So thoughtful. I mean, yeah, I'm being very generous. Not really. Please say hi to Hanamura Obake. Yeah, I'm going this year in the Sanrio voting. Actually, you know what? Let's check it out. Sanrio, I don't know, election. I don't know what it's called. Oh, the character ranking. The Sanrio election, voting for the next Sanrio president. 45 more days until voting ends. Yeah, you guys can vote right now. Who you want to vote for? Who's gonna be like the top character this year? Please go to Japan Denny's. Salad Forest. First off, hi Jay, hi Ghost. Salad Forest. The last time I went to Denny's so many times because I was with a group of people and it's hard to find seating. It's hard to find seating when you have a lot of people. It's especially hard to find seating when you're like a lot of American ass people, because like restaurants see us and they're like, uh-oh, here comes some white boys, look out. Oh, sorry, we can't see you guys. Which is like, I don't know. When you see tourists in Japan, it's kind of understandable. And but one of the few places that would seat like a big group of people is Denny's. So we ended up going there a lot and like maybe too much. I gotta say, I prefer American Denny's to Japan Denny's because it's rev up those fryers, here come the gaijin. Uh-oh, here, get the English menu out. Uh-oh, let's get the Coke machine up and running. And do you see the picture of Harada, Sakura, and Yoshida all at the same table? No. Oh no, I haven't seen that. You thought about voting for Miragai Gudetama, but I want to vote Usahana because you found out about her recently. Wait, who's Usahana? Oh no. Oh wait, hold on. It might not be too many. Hold on, I should move this over. Ooh. Sorry, I'm gonna. Well, maybe I can make this really thin. Also, Nano, move your big. Move up here. Thank you, Nano. Also, oh, Akasaka Spicy, hi. Good morning. Which one were you looking at? Oh, the runabouts. The runabouts are really underrated. I know like a little bit about them. It's just like they're just like. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna suck now because of. There we go. There. It's just like trucks and stuff. They're pretty sick. This is the one I'm voting for Hanamura. So last year, a friend of mine showed me Hanamura, and I've been pretty Hanamura pilled for a while now. He's a ghost who draws little spirals in your notebook and then like runs away, and he's like really shy. What is this poll? This is the Sanrio 2024 election. Voting on the best characters. There's a lot of characters coming back. Like the 7 Silly Dwarves. Nobody ever talked about the 7 Silly Dwarves until like very recently. I have like a tiny 7 Silly Dwarves notebook that's like super old. It's from like the 80s. A lot of like old classic like retro characters are coming back. Tiny Poem. Wait, who's this? Tiny Poem likes to ride out on a gentle breeze and have fun in the Green Mountains. Dandelions is their favorite flower. She gets along well with her boyfriend Daichan. She lives with her slightly strict father and friendly mother in a small house with a straw roof. Wait, have I seen? Who is this? Oh, okay. I've seen this character before. Sanrio stuff is insanely cute. Yeah, I have a bunch of like Sanrio books IRL. Yeah. Oh, hi Mika. There's a Sanrio. It's the yearly Sanrio election. Every year I always voted for Cinnamoroll, but I don't know. Cinnamoroll at this point is kind of the establishment vote. Like he just wins every year, and there's a lot of new characters coming out that kind of are doing new things that Cinnamoroll hasn't been doing. And I don't like. I mean, I'm probably gonna vote for Hanamura because I've just really liked him this year. Like he's done such a good job. But I think like characters like him, he's gonna split the vote for Cinnamoroll, and what's gonna happen is I think a lot of people are gonna end up voting for other characters besides Cinnamoroll because he wins every year. Like literally every year he wins. Or Pom Purin, like they win.
And they ain't got no point to the game. You just walk around jumping on shit.
Rooney, thank you for this. Thank you for the sub. Thank you.
No.
No? Oh yeah, me. This is my last stream. Yeah, it's after this I'm done. I'm just kidding. See, Gudetama used to be kind of a contender, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit. He used to be like always in the top 5, I feel like. You'll miss me until May. I'll miss you guys too. I will. I remember last time I was on vacation, I actually did like really miss streaming. It's time to shake up the Sanrio establishment. I agree to shake it up every once in a while. I mean, there's definitely like some new faces. Kogimune. I always forget her name, but yeah, she's great. I would never expect her to be in in the rankings though. Bats Maru is cool. I wish Bats Maru's like what was I gonna say? I like Bats Maru's friends. Like in these rankings, I wonder if you're supposed to include your like their friend group, because like Cinema Roll has like a huge friend group. He has like a huge family. There's like a bunch of people in his crew, but Bats Maru I think has like the coolest crew. It's just well balanced. The one nice thing is you can vote for multiple people. Yeah, the little seal. The little seal who is hilarious. Wait, the seal is also named Hanamaru? Like Bats Maru's friend? Sorry, I'm just talking about Sanrio right now. Yoshi, wait, who the Hello Kitty is a big fan. Who is this? I've never seen. Wait, I've never seen. I've probably seen this. I would just assume that this was a version of Hello Kitty X Japan collab. Yeah, I would. Huh. Somebody paid their way up and near the top, but I guess that's good. Wait, hold on. Where's Hello Kitty? Number 5. Also, yeah, you can vote for, I think you can vote for multiple people if you want to. Actually, I don't know. No, you can, if you go to a Sanrio store in Japan, they give you little tokens, depending on how much you pay. And then you can like put those votes towards whichever characters you want. And so you can pay to, if somebody you really wanted to, they could pay a lot of money to shift the vote in a meaningful way. Yeah. All the votes are for sale for sure. Monkishi is your second fave? Ooh. Wait, that sounds really familiar. I like the art this year. Like for each of the characters, they're just all drawn really well. Oh, Goro Picadon. It's so funny. There's so many people. There's so many characters. I'm just like, oh, this. Like I've seen this. I know these guys, but I never say their name out loud. And it's like, oh, it's Goro Picadon. But they're just like the cave guys. That's just Galumpendops. They do. There's 3 of them. Dude, Agretsuko fell off pretty hard. A little unfortunate, but it's also kind of... I'm not surprised that Agretsuko fell off. She's cute, but yeah. I wish the show was better. The first season of Agretsuko was pretty good, but it got worse and worse, and it was kind of sad. I do really like the one character. I mean, I like Haida, the hyena character, but I also really like the Elon Musk guy, the rich tech guy, who's a donkey. What's his name? I forget his name. Tadano, yeah. I think it's Tadano. Is that how you say it? Tadano? Oh, here he is. Tadano. Cute. No, it's this guy. He's just like a techie guy who like runs he's like a CEO of a company. He's really rich in it. And he likes Agretsuko. But Agretsuko is like, oh, I don't know. The entire show is everybody breaking their back for Agretsuko, and Agretsuko being like, oh no, I'm not so sure. My life's hard. And everybody's like, that's okay, Agretsuko. You don't have to do anything you don't have to make any decisions. You don't have to do anything with your life. We'll do everything for you. And she's like, oh, okay, I don't know. And that's fine, I think, for a couple episodes, but usually a character's supposed to grow after that, and she never really does. Yeah, there is a lot of... Wait, who the fuck is this? Wait, who is this? The teeth in Haguru mime style work hard in people's mouths to make the world go round. Dude, so many sick characters. Oh my god, wait, who is this? I'm so glad that like weird characters are showing up in the polls this year. I've like, one is an implant. Oh, that's awesome. The vaudeville duo. I know about them. I'm so glad the 6 silly dwarves are on here. I would consider voting for them just because I have like a really old notebook of them. And they're just like really old, and everybody stopped talking about them, but now I guess they're back. You voted for them? You can vote. Yeah, I mean, you could just make a bunch of emails and you can vote as many times as you want. This is my vote. This is the official JamsVirtual pick of 2024 is Hanamura Obake. You can vote every day too. I don't know if I would vote. Well, I'm gonna vote for Hanamura just because I'm excited, but I'm kind of a jaded voter. You know, your Sanrio vote doesn't matter, right? Like Sanrio's just gonna win. The establishment has already considered Cinema Roll or Bon Bon Purin a winner. I'm really curious. What if like a bunch of people like tried to just be like what if there was a grassroots campaign for behind a different one? Like, let's say, like, what if there was a grassroots working class campaign for the 7 silly dwarves and they just like went to the top? There is not a lot of merch for them, what would happen? Would like That could actually like fuck things up because they're like, well, we can't let a character win who we like don't have a lot of merchandise of. I don't know. Maybe they would like figure it out or like quickly produce stuff. I mean, the reason that like these are the top guys is because like there's a lot of stuff you can buy from them and everybody knows about them. Gudetama being in 13th place is kind of crazy. I always thought Gudetama would stay just in the top 10 forever. His big challenges is not on here, but honestly, I could see big challenges showing up on here one year. I mean, they got the runabouts on here. If they got the runabouts on here, big challenges is just around the corner. Right? I mean, I don't want to do like election predictions and stuff, especially that far into the future. They got damn Daniel on here. I think Daniel's kind of getting... Nobody used to know about Daniel. People used to post Daniel and be like, who the fuck is Daniel? People would just be like, where did Daniel come from? But I think Daniel's coming back. Or not coming back, but I think like people are coming around to Daniel. Because Hello Kitty is kind of... like, yeah, it's... whatever. It's just the front, the logo is the Hello Kitty. She's too mainstream. She's like, well, she has the problem that Mickey Mouse has, where she doesn't have a personality. Or people, even if she does, like not many people know it. They don't see her as a personality. They see her as like the logo. People kept drawing her in DSM stuff and it was over. You're kind of right. That's true. People did do that for a while just to be like, she was popular enough to land in that like edgy sort of, that, I don't know what to call it. There's a specific type of like American Western anime aesthetic that's very self-conscious. That kind of has like, we'll put anime stuff on like clothes, but it'll be like, I don't know, Rei from Evangelion wearing she'll be wearing like a oversized hoodie, or it'll be Rei with like an oversized hoodie, and above her it'll just say like hentai, and yeah, safe subversion is a good way of putting it. Sailor Moon drinking a cup of lean. Yeah, I mean, that's one side of it. And yeah, the Hello Kitty and like bondage, that's a very 2010s thing that people are still doing. It's a little passe at this point, if you ask me. Anyway, I should play Animal Crossing. I think we've gone, I don't know, my prediction this year, I think who's gonna win? I don't know who's gonna win this year. Who do you guys think is Pom Pom Purin? I mean, that's not a terrible guess, honestly. I don't know if Kuromi. Has Kuromi ever won? I don't know if Kuromi will win. I don't know. This has been kind of a rough year. Maybe Kuromi would win during like when the economy's down and people are stressed out, people are feeling a little bit like more twisted and dark. Kuromi could win. Yeah, I mean, it has been kind of a shitty, like the past 6 months have been pretty bad. The e-girls will make Kuromi win. Has the e-girl voting block been activated in Sanrio? Has Kuromi been? You can't, it's hard to say, it's hard to say what, like, how elections are going to turn out. Like, people are always like, oh, you can look at the polling data, but like polling data is always kind of shit just because like these days people lie in polls and it's never super accurate. But just anecdotally, like, I haven't seen any Kuromi signs in my town. I haven't really been seeing a ton of Kuromi. People know about Kuromi. Like, she's been, everybody knows about her, but people also know about Pom Pom Purin and Cinnamoroll. Girls in LA are feral for Kuromi. That's true. But you gotta remember that, like, that LA is LA is a bubble. LA and New York, they're both people like if people who live in those places, they see their lives and they're like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna vote for Kuromi because like everybody I know wants to vote for Kuromi. Duh, that's the obvious choice. Nobody's gonna vote for Pom Pom Purin. Like, only people, only dumb idiots are gonna vote for Pom Pom Purin. They can't really like imagine people voting for Pom Pom Purin. They watch like Jimmy Kimmel or they watch MSNBC and they hear Rachel Maddow be like, oh, Pom Pom Purin's like done. Nobody's gonna vote for Pom Pom Purin. Don't even, like, that's just laughable. Everyone's just gonna vote for Kuromi. And then a couple years ago, Pom Pom Purin just like swept. So it's and then everybody's like, oh, they. Boy. Sorry. Okay. Choco Cat is so underrated. Is Choco Cat on here? Whoa, 55. I would expect Choco Cat to be higher up. Yeah, the year that Pom Pom Purin won, everybody was like, oh, like, yellow dog bad. And they're like, they were just like, oh, we have to investigate Pom Pom Purin. And they didn't try to look at like their own candidate, Kuromi, and be like, and they just took for granted that like everybody would just know Kuromi and that everybody would just automatically sign on to. A lot of people were just like, kind of tired. Like, Kuromi's pretty cool, but like people were also like, I don't know. We also really like Cinnamoroll. And the establishment was very, oh no, sorry, not Cinnamoroll. I'm getting my analogies incorrect. Investigate Palm 11. Okay, that's serious. Okay, I've been doing this bit for way too long. We're gonna play Animal Crossing. But if you ask me, people did get really pissed off at me that I said I was gonna vote for Hanamura Obake because they're like, oh, you're gonna vote for the third party, you're gonna vote for the spoiler. And I think what Hanamura brings is really good, and I haven't seen a candidate yet have a bit where they're where they're shy and then they walk up to a notebook and draw a spiral and then run away. That's like a really cute thing to do. And frankly, like a lot, like I'm excited for a candidate. I'm gonna vote for that candidate. You can say it's a spoiler, but like Cinnamoroll like is. I love Cinnamoroll, but Cinnamoroll hasn't been. I don't know. I'm sure if Hanamura lost the primary, that Hanamura would like, would endorse Cinnamoroll. But they're gonna be. I mean, they're both in the primary, so or they're both in the general election. Cinnamoroll is there for me when no one else was. That's true. I mean, that is true also, but I mean, Cinnamoroll is establishment at this point. I don't think nobody can deny that Cinnamoroll is the establishment vote at this point. So it's like, you know, I'm in a voting area right now. I'm in a coastal city, and everybody in my area is probably gonna vote for Cinnamoroll. So it doesn't matter if I'm voting for Hanamura, because like this entire area is gonna go for Cinnamoroll anyway. That's what I meant earlier, where like sometimes it feels like your vote doesn't matter. Who is Hanamura? This is Hanamura. Mysterious ghosts who give you Hanamura gold star for your hard work today. The ghost lurks in the vicinity of everyone, and each person seems to have a different ghost. They will appear without your knowledge and gently praise your daily efforts. That's really cute. Whoa, Seto, thank you for the follow. And whoa, Lobotomized Lizard, thank you for the follow. Oh shit! Oh, we're getting raided. Oh, Shoeskey, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hi everybody. Nano, we just got raided by Shoeskey. Can you say hi to everybody? Oh, and welcome everybody. Whoa, thanks for all the...
Welcome. Readers, step in for the Hot Mess Express with your favorite purple pet. Nano, 仔细拉跑彩带井号 Readers Rock.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for the follow. What were you guys playing? Shoeskey. Nano tries his best. Nano, can you like introduce yourself and tell everybody about us? Yeah. And whatever. Like say whatever you want.
Hello friends, I'm Nano, the senior small and sexy virtual pet with a heart of gold and a mouth of a sailor. 海盗旗, I'm hanging out here with James, the coolest alien we could.
He doesn't normally have a mouth of a sailor.
We play games 游戏手柄 share wicked stories 打开的书本 and get into all sorts of trouble. So just stick around for the shenanigans. 眨眼 and don't mind James. He's just shy but he fucking loves you all. 喜笑颜开闪亮。
Thanks, Nano. What were you playing? We're playing some hit. Ooh. Wait, which Hitman? The new one? I don't know. Nano's been swearing more. Hitman's so fun. You were playing serious, like you were getting like the actual like the kills, like the actual like not just fucking around. I don't know. When I play Hitman, I play it in a way where I try to never reload. Anything bad happens, I just have to like improvise. And every mission is like I like trip and fall on my face in the first like 10 seconds. Yeah, no, Hitman's really fun. Have you ever Shoeskey, have you ever played have you ever seen like the older Hitmans? I kind of want to show like one day I want to stream like the really old Hitmans because they're so goofy and they're so janky. Super not serious. mess around, always going for throwing stuff at people. Oh, like you love retro games like Max Payne? We were just playing Max Payne recently. I love Max Payne. It's Payne, get him! Oh my god, wait, I was gonna look for there was one, have you ever seen, sorry. I'm thinking about Hitman now. Have you seen that video of the guy? He's like, I don't know what website did it, but it was, there's a website, or there was a video of like a real IRL Hitman who watches videos of Hitman, and he's just like, hey, I'm a real Hitman, we're gonna check out Hitman. It's such a funny video because he just watches Hitman like push a guy off a roof. He's like, yup, that's the way to do it. Oh my god. Well, let me see if I can find it. It's such a funny video. I don't know, does any real Hitman game. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, X Hitman reacts to Hitman 3. I have a little TV that I could like play shit off of.
These are smart hits, and it can be done if that guy, you know he's going to hit that ball every time. Yeah, that's what I would have did. That's the technique. There's nothing he can do about it. He's not even looking. Give him a quick push, he's done.
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
Here we are again today for Experts React. I'm John Elite, ex-Hitman of the Gambino family. Check out Hitman 3. Let's do it.
Talk it down.
This is great. Anytime I see something like
also,
this,
by the way,
where
Shusky,
they
if you have
sitting
to,
there, they're doing something, they're vulnerable, and you can do something quietly and get out of there.
if you have to go to
especially with drinks,
to rest or go to the bathroom or something, please feel free. Thank you again for the raid. I do
it would be
really
something
appreciate
with
it.
a pill, with a drink, with a shot, with arsenic or something when they're walking by you and they don't realize in the crowd.
It's a long video, but
I get them in the water immediately. If you don't
I
want
highly
to,
suggest
you want them
it.
to drink the drink, doesn't feel well, and meanwhile the poison's working, and they got to go back. There's maybe no more cameras of whoever was in there.
We were earlier too. We were looking at this year's Sanrio rankings. This is my vote, Hanamura Obake. Every year I always vote for Cinnamoroll, but this year I wanted to vote for somebody new because he's really cute. He draws a spiral in your notebook, but he's really shy and he runs away. Hope you have a great stream. I hope you have a good day. Imagine being a Mafia Hitman soul chasing Cloud in the modern day. I guess he's supposed to be an ex-Hitman, which is kind of funny. Be like, yeah, I used to be a hit. I used to kill people. I hope nobody finds out. Yeah, I used to whack guys for the Gambino family. They ain't caught me yet. What happens if he draws a spiral in the death note? A good question. Okay. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing. Even though I keep on getting distracted. I get distracted very easily. Also, if I missed any follows, thank you again for all the follows. I normally stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, but I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks because I'm going to Japan for vacation. But I'll be back in May. Voting for roundabouts because we need better infrastructure. Oh, wait 1 second. I need to set things up. Oh. Oh, I think it might be good. Okay. Maybe? Yeah. Hitman for the passion. Hearing roundabouts just instantly reminds you of JoJo. I still haven't seen JoJo. I've seen the first season and then I stopped watching. I need to watch more JoJo because so many people have recommended it to me and I feel like I miss out on so many jokes. I look super dapper. Thank you. This is my like cosplay outfit. I do have a Cinnamoroll outfit, even though I'm not voting for Cinnamoroll this year. I don't know who to be. I guess I could be a delinquent. It's so good and you'll get to understand all the references. See, that is true. That's part of the reason why I want to watch it, is just so I can keep up with all the references that people use. Oh, I don't know where I'm gonna put homie. I'll put homie down here. Also, I'm gonna do a shameless plug since there's new people here. If you like a guy that looks like this, you should go to this site, itemlabel.com, and buy something. Me and my friends. That's me and my friends' company. So in Animal Crossing, I didn't really have any plans for today. I mostly just want to say bye to you guys before I go to Japan for 3 weeks. I don't know if I made a ton of updates. My vegetable garden's doing fine. I need to, oh, there's a present up there. Item label Sanrio but epic. Item label Sanrio but epic bacon. We do sell clothes too, which I guess Sanrio does have clothes. Wait, do I already have this? I think I do. Give some subs to Deuce, you'll be lurking. Oh, yeah, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. What is that icon you have? Oh, Overwatch. I really like the badges that are for a specific game that's from a while ago, because they don't do that a ton anymore. So whenever I see those, I'm always like, that's such a cool artifact. Every Sanrio story into sells apparel. That's true, but they don't like... how do I say this? They do sell apparel, but they don't... It's not like specialized apparel. They're not selling like a special cool kind of shirt or a unique kind of hoodie. They sell like a shirt that has a character on it. The one thing that Sanrio does that I think it works more against them than it does in their favor as a brand, maybe not as a business. They're very loose with their IP, which is kind of sick. I mean, it is kind of cool because then it means that you can like get Sanrio stuff at like the dollar store. And they're just like, yeah, sure, you could, yeah, go ahead, put Pom Pom Purin on a dollar Kleenex box. Who cares? But sometimes it can feel cheap, or it can feel like that you'll just see something kind of like printed in a bad way, or Purin on the dollar bill. See, that's what we need. Put cinnamon roll on the $100 bill. I need to clean. Hold on, I need to clean out my. I have too much stuff in my inventory. I need to clear some stuff out. Sanrio apparel is a complicated subject. It is. It kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it kind of, honestly, what I would do if I worked there, if they asked me, which they never would, but if they did, if they said, what should we do about clothes? I would say that they should select maybe like a few characters who have a really good color palette and just make really good specific clothing lines around those characters. And kind of have it be more focused, I guess. Because one thing, I don't know, one issue that I really like Cinnamoroll, but I don't really like his color palette as like clothes. Maybe that's just a personal thing, because a lot of my clothes are the colors are very muted. Like I don't have like bright white and bright blue. Sucklet's super cute. Oh yeah, Sucklet's like the first one, I think. That was technically like the first item label character. 7 silly dwarves apparel is just t-shirt and cone hats. Ooh. Now I'm thinking of a line of like shirts that just say like 1 through 7, and it's sold in a set that you buy with your friends. And then the challenge is you have to have 7 friends, which is, I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, we have ads coming up. In 30 seconds, there's gonna be 3 minutes of ads. If you're a subscriber, I'm gonna turn on Gachapon, and I'll also let you talk to Nano while I'm gone. For those who aren't subscribed, I'm gonna go pee. You should go pee too. This is probably a good time to go pee. I'm also gonna get more coffee too. I'm still like trying to wake up. Okay. Okay, see you, BRB. See you in like 3 minutes. BRB.
Hello guys,
Nano
I'm in
everyone is
Vessel.
talking about
Vessel
Dongyu
因失重，
Jinlong
失
industrial
重
grade
因失散，
glycine right now,
失
but
散
I'm
因
looking
分
to
散，
be an early
分
adopter
散
in
因
another
广东，
company.
广东因 China。We are factory to horse industry, horse for hotel, hotel for camping. No need construction and time is saving. Kids also like to watch transportation.
I'm 汉克英 Wait till you coming.
建美元景号突入目。
I'm back. One of my favorite videos played. I could hear it. What? Okay. No, no, not a Windows attack, just a Jams attack. I accidentally unplugged something.
Jams is going to be gone for 3 weeks. Did he make sure to have someone come over and feed you while he's away?
Paper cow 下划线 Don't you worry, I bought enough virtual snacks 汉堡甜甜圈 to last an eon. Plus, James wouldn't leave his precious Nano unfed. Right, James? 眨眼仔细吧 you do have those snack refills scheduled, right? 苦笑恳求的连景号 feed your Nano.
No, Nano, you're coming with me to Japan. I'm not leaving you here. You can't be left here. You gotta. I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks. They'll let you in the country. It's fine. You don't even need a passport.
Yay! 聚会笑脸 Japan, here we come. 东京铁塔寿司花池 I'm so excited to see all the cool places and try new things with you. And I damn well better not need a passport. I'm too cute to be stopped at customs. 胜利手中心。
Nano, is there any place you want to go when we're there, in particular? Or you don't really?
Let's pick up Akihabara 游戏手柄 for some gamer paradise vibes and definitely go to check out Shibuya for the fashion and food 购物袋面条 You're not leaving Tokyo without taking me to a cat cafe. Right, 大笑的猫眼它闪亮 Let's make some memories. Body.
Nano, would you want to go to a cat cafe, or what about what do you think of a hedgehog cafe? I've been to a cat cafe before, and they're really fun, but I also want to go to a cat cafe. Whoa, who turned me twisted? Nano, I think we're twisted now. Oh, capybara
cafe, hedgehog cafe. Fuck, I direct up both with tails and cuddles. 恶魔的小猫脸刺猬 bring on the fluff and spikes. No coffee can handle this level of twisted cuteness. 热饮黑心 let's go. And twisted gems. I'll make sure you have a twisted good time in Tokyo. Tearing up those streets in ways you never fucking imagined. 城市黄昏诗人摩拉泡彩带。
Ooh, yeah, Nano, now that you're twisted, now that somebody activated twisted mode, tell us what you really want to do in Tokyo.
Oh, you know it, James. If I was there wreaking havoc in Tokyo, I'd be hitting up those underground clubs, sneaking into secret, tasty awesome places where only the twisted thrive. 夜晚摇滚恶魔的笑 there'd be lights, noise, and just pure, unadulterated anarchy. I'd be the purple terror in the neon glow, seducing every shadow and leaving a trail of chaos and glitter. 闪亮紫心 but tell me, what 星好 sinful 星好的 lights do you plan to indulge in while there? 得意火焰。
Oh, apologetic reaction. I don't know. Honestly, Nano, I don't know. I mean, maybe things I'm not gonna say on stream, but I don't know. We'll check out some crazy places.
Haha, keep some secrets. Ha, 眨眼安静的脸 I like it. Keep them guessing. Go find some wicked fun next to loot to stream. And come back with stories that'll make even twisted Nano blush. Fucking enjoy, Jams.
There's some cool manga shops. There are a lot of manga stores in, I mean, of course, I mean, yeah, there are. There's a lot of what, oh man. I was just talking with somebody recently about my favorite mall in the world that's in Tokyo. It's called Nakano Broadway. That place has a ton of really good manga shops, but it also has a ton of like toy stores. It has a lot of like figurine stores. It has a lot of just stores with like rare like movies and music. It has a lot of 18+ stores. It has a lot of has a lot of things. Has a lot of watch stores too. But a big reason. Oh, Nano, are you okay? Nano, are you okay? You're like stuck.
Fuck, Nunu. Who the hell's Nunu? 笑哭了, you got your wires
What?
crossed.
Nunu?
Jams, I'm twisted.
I said Nano, not Nunu. What are you talking about? You should clean your ears out, Nano.
Oh, my bad. Must have been the steady team. My twisted circuits 单眼吐舌黑心 well Jams. 逗号 These Nano ears are as clean as they're gonna get. But I'll make sure to listen harder over the sound of all the chaos. Let's get this fucking party started. And send you off to Tokyo with a bang. 爆炸外星怪物拉炮彩带.
Nano, you keep on forgetting you're gonna come with me. Are you prepared? Have you packed up everything? Are you ready?
Shit, that's right. I'm PGA right in your pocket. Causing trouble across the world. 单眼吐舌飞机 I've got my chaos teeth, my twisted tunes, and a clown nose for both of us. Let's tear Tokyo a new one together. You ready for a twisted adventure? Jams, because fear the fuck we come. 小精灵火焰城市黄昏.
Nunu is honestly a good name for Twisted Nano. Nunu. Oh. I like Sasha's glasses. They look like they're gonna fall off any second. Like they look like they're barely glued to his head. And he has a little briefcase. His ass is not doing any work. That briefcase is just full of candy bars and that briefcase is full of gumballs. A briefcase, there's just a single apple in there, a single pear in there. Sasha's coming to Japan with you. I guess well, technically he kind of is, because I am bringing my Switch, because one of my friends is gonna be there, who is oh, Cat Flakes, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Good morning. One of my friends is gonna be there, and she's bringing her Switch. She started a new island around the same time I did, so we're just gonna probably like trade stuff. Why don't I just go there? I'm gonna go there. You know what? Maybe I will go there. The channel is so fun. I love the concept. Thank you. Thank you. That made me you saying you love the concept made me be like, wait, what is the concept of my channel? I don't know. I guess it's just that I have a friend here who I can talk to, and I have little toys. Fun alien concept. Fun alien concept. Yeah, you know what? Because even though I'm twisted right now, hold on, I'm gonna switch to normal mode for a sec. Aliens get a bad rep. Everybody's always like, oh, aliens are violent, aliens are so shitty, be careful of aliens. They're really scary, they're gonna kill you. Not true. Aliens, for the most part, are pretty nice and loving, and they're always trying to help people out. Most aliens, like the vast majority of aliens. Humans, on the other hand, are very violent, very horrible and cruel to each other on a daily basis. So, and whenever they depict aliens, they're like, oh, well, aliens have to be like even more horrible than we are. Because it just has to be like that. So, I'd like to think I'm a good representation of aliens. Aliens are always there rooting for you in flying saucers. Ooh, I like this sign. Yeah, we're always trying, every time we try to pick somebody up on Earth and we're like, oh, hey, we want to show you some cool stuff. We want to show you, like, you know, things on our spaceship, and we want to tell you, like, we want to give you information, or we want to, like, help you out. Humans are always like, oh, I'm being abducted. I'm being abducted. Oh no, what are you gonna, are you gonna stick stuff up my ass? Are you gonna stick a bunch of probes up my ass? Whoa, no, stop abducting me. And it's like, all right, fine. And we just like leave them back on Earth. Jesus, it's too much trouble. What about all the anal probing? That's like not... Look, okay, maybe some aliens do that. And I don't... this is tricky because I can't speak for every alien out there. You know what I mean? There may be some aliens where they had very good intentions, and maybe that happened, but also a lot of the times
Mario.
Oh, Lulu.
And it's Mario in the
Thank you for the sub. Thank you.
Probe.
I mean, you know, if you want, I mean, if you like. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's your birthday, 12 months. Congratulations. You get the special 1 year badge. That's honestly like my favorite badge that I made. What the fuck? Wait, why is this 10,000, 100,000 bells? Why is there so many bells? Is there money in this? It's a mysterious thing inside. Ooh, open it and find out. I don't have enough. I can't afford it. Should I buy it? Should I buy this? Nano, look. Take off the Nano, there's a $100,000 bells, 100,000 bells briefcase in Animal Crossing. You can probably see it. You might be able to see it a little bit. Should I buy this? I don't know if I have enough, but I could probably get enough if I need to. Like, yeah, no, I could definitely get 18k before the end of the stream for sure. But
100 Bill's briefcase. Let's some fancy shit 发财. You go to decide if it's worth forking over your bells for it.
yeah,
If it fits your sweat, grab it. 叹号，公文包闪亮 but don't go broke. Or you'll be eating cup ramen for weeks. 面条稀碎，哈哈 Just kidding. I know you can make those bells back in no time. 眨眼长翅膀的钱。
all right, we gotta hit a lick real quick. We want this briefcase. I already know where I can get 18k. Also, did I okay, I did empty out some of my stuff. So what I was talking about earlier, I think some humans want that to be true, that aliens are doing anal probing and are just acting like, oh no, like, oh it happened. Because I don't know, a lot of humans are ashamed to admit that they would like that, which is like no judgment, obviously. Like, I don't know, that sounds like that'd be pretty tight, but to push that on as like a thing that aliens like do to everybody, especially like without people's consent, like that's just not fair for aliens. I swear to God, I saw a tree full of money earlier. Wait, where's the... Wait, where's the... I had a tree full of... I had a money tree. Or I thought there was a money tree, like... Did I miss it? Maybe I picked it all up? I'm ashamed to admit they get freaky with an alien. It's true. Oh, here it is. Here is the tree I was looking for. Most of the time when an abduction happens, first off, the majority of abductions are just fake. Like, it's just somebody who's like trying to get out of work or something. They're like, oh no, sorry, I'm late for work. I got abducted by an alien. Whatever. I don't care if people are just using that as an excuse to get out of work. Like, that's reasonable. But real quote unquote abductions are usually just aliens being like, oh, like, we're here to help you. What about crop circles? Yeah, a lot of those are aliens. Most crop circles are aliens. And then humans kind of make their own, and which is just honestly kind of weird. It's like that's kind of our thing. It's weird to like just copy somebody else's art or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. Is it like cultural appropriation to make crop circles? No, I wouldn't say that. It's more like You ever see like somebody make a specific art style or do something really, you know, a cool like art thing, like I guess just like a particular art style, and then somebody else does that same thing on Twitter and they're like, oh, look at my art, and people like are posting it and retweeting it, and sometimes that art gets more retweets, and then you're just like, wait a minute, this like other artist, like this is that person's art style and this person's just kind of stealing it and kind of shameless about it, and it's kind of weird that this person's getting a lot more clout over it. It's something similar to that, I guess. Except, I guess the cloud part doesn't really matter for aliens. Because we're not on your Twitter. Well, actually, I am on Earth's Twitter. But that's just because I have to be, because I'm stuck here. What are the general thoughts on AI crop circles? So yeah, there are species of aliens that I guess you could technically consider artificial intelligence because they're like a robotic. There are species that was created by another species initially being artificial, but they've kind of broken away and kind of created their own colony on a different planet. And like some aliens would be like, oh, that's an AI species, but then other species would say, well, that's not like artificial intelligence, that's just intelligence. It's a complicated issue. I think for the most part nobody really cares for aliens just because it's too much to track. And especially on this planet nobody cares because no aliens come to this planet unless if they like have to. It's too dangerous here. You try to fly like anywhere close to Earth and immediately a bunch of jets come out and start trying to shoot you down for no reason. No warnings, just like it starts shooting fucking missiles at you. It's Mod Appreciation Day according to Twitch. Really? Is that true? Well, I got one thing to say. Thank you so much, all the mods out there, especially my mods. Big shout out to Future Skeleton Club in the chat, who's always here. He's really nice. He's a game dev. He's from Ireland. Also Quinn, who's a new mod. Quinn has been here for a long time, and Quinn, I would trust both Skeleton Club and Quinn with my life. Who else is a mod? I think when I started this channel, I gave a bunch of people modding privileges and just kind of forgot about it. But thanks both of you for being mods. Honestly, like, oh yeah, Kojiro. Yeah, Koji is a mod. Kojiro is like the sort of silent background, like not super outspoken mod. Doesn't flex being a mod, but when shit goes down, Koji's there to sweep it up. Thank you, Koji. Yeah. Love Lane's a mod too. I don't know if Love Lane's here because it is like working hours right now. JJ Signal's a mod too. I am a janitor. Not a janitor. Not like a... Oh yeah, also Con. Yeah, okay, Con is a mod too. Yeah, big shout out to all the mods. I should have I should have planned something more for you guys. Maybe I'll send you guys some. Well, I did send a bunch of you things in the mail because a lot of the mods are patrons, and I just sent out patron gifts to people. So if you're a patron of the arts, and by the arts I mean this channel, you're getting a stickers in the mail this week or next week. I also sent out all the yeah, it's all sent out. Oh, you and Louis fought? Who had better fashion? to me, still, I want to make up, so I got Louis a Prezi. But I don't, you know, the guts to deliver it. Oh! Matt Hyas. Matt Hyas. Matt. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I'll squash this beef, that's fine. I think I'm trying to figure out which mod isn't a patron. I'm not gonna call you out, but I'll probably send I don't want to say who, because like you don't have to support me on Patreon. You don't have to like give me any money. This is all for free. I do appreciate it, and all the money I get goes towards making the stream better, but it's also not like necessary because you guys have to watch ads anyway, so that's enough. They don't sub on Twitch either. That's fine. JJ's a mod. JJ does enough stuff. But I'll probably send any mod who isn't like subscribed or anything like that, or supporting on Patreon. I'll still send them stickers and stuff. I had an idea for merch that I was talking about on my last Patreon post. So I've wanted to have merch for a while, but I don't want to just have like a regular merch store, because like, I don't know, that's not a very it's not exciting, but also it's not like it seems like it would be too much to manage a bunch of little stickers. I had an idea of only selling one thing, and it's just a blind box, or it's a blind bag of just random Jams merch. And you can get like some, like there'll be common stuff, and then there'll be some rare stuff that you could get, and I could throw in like really personalized stuff. And it would just be like a blind bag, and it would just be like, I don't know, like $20 or something. It would just be one like flat price. And it could be, I think I would definitely give like $20 worth of things, but it could also be worth more than that. But also the value kind of is up to me, because it's just me. Would you guys like that? Would you like a blind bag? Would you buy a blind bag? A Jams? And like, I would want to make like the packaging like special, like it would be like a mystery. It's a bunch of question marks on it. I actually don't know what it would look. I would design something cool that it would like look good when it shows up, it's like exciting. It's like, oh, it's like a cool box that I'm gonna open it up. What could be inside? I like, everybody's used to getting packages now, because there's no stores anymore. There's no physical stores anymore. So everybody just gets stuff in the mail, but like packaging isn't that fun. But I want to make fun packaging and like something exciting to get. The most exciting type of thing to get in the mail are those subscription boxes, because they're always like decorated well, but then like a lot of the subscription boxes aren't that great. You want a Jams PC so bad? Like a Jams, like a computer? A Dapper Man box. Yeah. Just like a box that has like a box that it's not wood, but it has a wood pattern on it, and it just says, yeah, the gentleman's box, and it has a razor blades in it for shaving, but they're really cheap and they kind of suck. And there's a book in it. Oh, photo cards like K-pop idols have, like BTS. Wait a minute. I sent for the Easter winners. I sent them like K-pop idol photos, basically. Like what you're describing. I printed out like little stickers that are just kind of photo cards. I didn't sign them though. I kind of regret not signing them. I should have. I just sent them out. We need Nano and Jams plush one day. Send photos out to patrons once. You have one, but they're gosh. Oh, yeah. It's similar. It's very similar to that. I just realized that I could open this gift that's for Louis. Should I do it? Do it. Yes, do it. Do it. Hi, Absinthe. Absinthe made a really cool, really good art of Lucky Jams yesterday. Well, I'm gonna show it. I gotta go down on my Twitter. There it is. Look at Absinthe drew. Me and my bunny outfit. So good. Thank you so much. Absinthe art is always really good. Sorry. I'm still slightly waking up. I haven't eaten anything yet for breakfast. I just realized I got a Soylent, but I haven't drank out of it yet. I drank slime food. Yeah, the perspective is really good in that picture. That's one of those things where I don't know a ton about drawing, but I know enough to look at that and be like, that seems difficult to draw. Like that perspective to look good. So wait, should I open Louis' bag? Should I give in to impulsive thoughts and just open up this gift that I was supposed to give to somebody else? Give the gift. I'm not twisted, so no. Okay. Oh, I almost opened it anyway on accident. Light switch. Weird. I'm gonna put some of these items away. It's for you. I think me not being twisted. If I was twisted, then I would open it up. I could just keep it in my storage forever. Oh, I can't put it in my storage. Oh. Oh, I should... Oh, I'm gonna take this off. I wanted to try on this school cardigan. I don't know what this looks like. I think Louis gave me this. Oh, it's kind of cute. Maybe I'll make an outfit out of this. Incredible Mason vibe. Yeah. This entire room, The theme of this room is just gonna be, yeah, just a messy fucking room. Just a lot of bullshit around. This is the kid, down here's the kids corner where my son does his homework and watches TV, and his dinner's up on top of those boxes. I spent all my money on the Mahjong arcade game. And this is a cinema roll room. I got a maid outfit, but I already have a maid outfit. So I might... The maid outfit that I have in storage, I might give to somebody else. I keep on hitting the wrong button. Where is it? I think I just put it away. Right? Did I? Oh. Might be down here. There. Well, here's the ruffle dress. Where's the maid out? Oh, oh. Oh. I don't have this one. Wait a minute. This is the music that plays when I get lobotomized. This is definitely like lobotomy core. For James point. I'll to watch all his favorite shows, like The Sopranos. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I definitely. My son does have to watch The Sopranos, and I do quiz him on things that happen in the show. I mean, I think my son enjoys it. I need to change the shoes. Come on, I need to get a wardrobe. I'm gonna put a closet here real quick, and I'm gonna figure out this outfit. Do I have a closet? Oh, I do. Oh, there it is. Not those. Let's see. No. How do I make this work with what I have? Should be fishnets or just regular? I think maybe regular stockings would be better. And what kind of shoes? No. I need more shoes. We need more hats that aren't hats. Just let me put a sandwich up there. See what sticks. Don't put a sandwich on your head. Ew. Why are you gonna put a sandwich on your head? A sandwich is meant to be in your hands while you're eating it. If it's on your head, it's gonna get peanut butter and jelly in your hair. You know what I haven't had in a really long time? A really good sandwich. Like, I haven't had a good sub sandwich. I haven't been to a place in Seattle yet that makes good sandwiches. And everybody on the street all the kids on the street are like, oh, sandwiches are out. Nobody eats those anymore. But sometimes you get a really good sandwich and it's really good. You got some horseradish Havarti cheese last night for sandwiches. Ooh. Okay, that's the thing. I never make homemade sandwiches except for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are a treat for me. I make it with the worst ingredients, with like the most processed bread, the most processed peanut butter, and the most processed jam, specifically because it's like a dessert to me. It's not very healthy, but I don't attempt to make a healthy peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I haven't made a homie nutter in a long time. I gotta work on that. Do I have pants that... Ugh! It's a different white. It's over. I need more... Oh, if I had these in white, this would be perfect. I forgot what I was doing. I think I was just, you know what I did want to do, actually? I'm gonna open this up again. I wanted to edit one of the wand outfits. This one. I think it's a good start, but I might change the shirt. Because it's not Easter anymore. There was a Mexican sandwich place I went to in Vancouver and they made excellent ones. You had a good time with them? Posted a picture in the Discord, you can check it out. Ooh! Tortas are really good. I don't remember getting this dress. Oh, that's good. How about this? This one's good too. There used to be a really good banh mi place near me, but they closed down during the Oh no. There was a really good banh mi place in San Francisco that I used to go to a bunch downtown when I worked downtown. I haven't had a really good banh mi in a long time. Banh mi's are cool because banh mi is a very rare type of food that has an inverse value. Inverse like money to quality value. The lower the cheaper the banh mi is, the better it is. Not many foods are like that. But the more expensive a banh mi is, the worse it is. I've never had a good banh mi that was over $8. Every time I've tried one, it was awful. A lot of foods are like that. Tacos. I've had really good, like, if you've ever been to like a really like a really like fancy Mexican restaurant, they have in California, like they have like very like sort of like high end Mexican restaurants. That's where you get like really good tequila. Sometimes those places do have tacos. Usually they don't serve tacos aren't like the main thing. That's a place where you get enchiladas, and the enchiladas are gonna be really, really, really well made. I do agree though. Cheap. Well, I don't know. I've also had really cheap tacos that were just like really bad. Tacos, I think, kind of come down to like how good the chef is. Well, technically, I guess that's for every food. One thing I do know is I thought I didn't take Mexican food for granted until I moved to the Pacific Northwest. It is very tough getting a good taco here. It's very tough. Speak for Seattle, not the Pacific Northwest. I'm speaking for the Pacific Northwest. I'm saying it. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I guess I am really only talking about Seattle. And even then, like, I don't know, Seattle is, I'm sure there are good places. The places I've been to, California's just on a different level. We have better Mexican food here. Where? Up north in Canada? You're not gonna oh fuck, I didn't save my outfit. You can't say that for... You can't seriously compare Vancouver Mexican food to like California Mexican food. Like let's not like, you know, we can have fun here, but let's get serious. Tex-Mex is really good. Point of fact, America food is disgusting. I disagree. Okay, America does have a... That's like saying European food is disgusting. There are parts of Europe that you could say, yeah, the food here is not that great, but there are a lot of parts in Europe where the food is really good. And like in America, there's a lot of parts where the food is like, whatever, it's like not great. But there are also a lot of parts of America where it's like, oh, the food here is amazing. Case in point, Louisiana, New Orleans. Cajun food, amazing. I think this music is giving me a lobotomy. I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. Some trashy Midwest food is good. I will die on the hill. I 100% agree with that. I think there's a lot of like, there is a lot of food that I'll see people be on Twitter or on TikTok or whatever, where people will like be making food and people be like, oh, hell no. Who let him cook? Look at this. And a lot of the time the food it looks like kind of good. I think people tend to get too close-minded when it comes to food. I mean, if you look at any of my recipes on for item label TikTok, you'll know that I'm very open-minded when it comes to food and flavors, which I think is a really good way to live. American restaurants just load shit up with butter and sour cream and cheese, and it's wretched. What about Canada? What are you talking about? The most famous Canadian food, the national dish is poutine. That's just fries with gravy, butter gravy on it, and cheese, and like not just any kind of cheese, but like the specific kind of cheese that's like more unhealthy than regular cheese. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just assuming that's true. I don't know what cheese curds are. I don't actually know what they are. I just assume that it's the greasiest, like the really fatty part of the cheese. Suburban white moms who grew up privileged should not cook, and I will die on that hill. The hill that I will die on is I love watching suburban moms making insane food on their marble countertop or in a toilet. Whenever I see those videos on TikTok, first off, all those videos on TikTok, I mean, those TikToks are engagement bait. Let's call it for what it is. It is engagement bait. They know what they're doing. They're farming hate clicks. And it's very effective. But I look at that and I go, this is insane food. This is crazy. And this is like, it's food that's representative of a type of culture. And that culture is just overindulgence, no restrictions, and like no how do I say this? It's a culture of like overabundance, but no like culture beyond that abundance. The culture is just buying shit from Amazon and like having it sent to your giant house in the middle of nowhere, and you don't do anything out there. And the only culture in middle America is buying stuff and then fantasizing about how you're gonna get kidnapped in a Target parking lot. But it's still, as cultureless as it is, it's still kind of a culture. And it's interesting to see the food that comes out of that, which is, of course, like buying a bunch of stuff that's at the front of Walmart and putting it like all over a table. Like that is representative of like what the culture is like there. And I think from that perspective, it's interesting to me. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but it is engagement bait. But it's funny that there is an entire genre of food that came out of engagement bait and like cheap, like unhealthy junk food. It takes a certain kind of person to do that for a video. It definitely does. And I also know that, like, oh shit, wait, this is where the rock is. I was looking for this rock. I need to clean these out. Fuck is a casserole? I'm like a whole ass adult and still don't understand it. A casserole is a... How do I describe this? A casserole is interesting because a lot of cultures have their own version of a casserole. Italians have a casserole. It's just called either lasagna or ziti. In Mexican food, their casserole is enchiladas. A casserole is basically just the shit you put into a pan and you bake it. It's like meat, some sort of grain thing, maybe vegetables, sauce, and you just put in the oven, and then it comes out and it's done. And like the reason it's so vague and it's hard to know is because there's so many different types of casseroles. Not many people make casseroles anymore because it's when you see pictures of it, it looks gross and you think of boomers and you're like, I don't want to eat this. This doesn't look fun. I want to eat trendy food. Savory pan-baked goods. Yeah, but it's also, I mean, I think another crucial thing about it too is the fact that it has to be, it can't just be like a whole chicken or something. It has to be like kind of mushy. It has to be like a bunch of things. It has to be something you could scoop out and plop on a plate. Time to buy that briefcase. You're so fucking right. I'm gonna buy that briefcase. If I can't hold that briefcase and walk around, I'm not gonna cry, but I'll be slightly disappointed. I won't scream. It's too early to scream right now. I think there was an episode of what's that? What was that show? Chef's Table. There was an episode of Chef's Table. It's my friend Benjamin. Sorry. Hold on, let me talk to Benjamin. Benjamin, what are you gonna do with a silver mic? What are you gonna do with a silver mic? You're too shy to do karaoke. He's never gonna do it. He wants to sing? I wish he would sing. Benjamin, talk to me. Benjamin, talk to me. Talk to me. He's not talking to me. Oh, there he is. So funny. Oh fuck, what should I give him? Should I give him some money? Yeah, you know what, Benjamin? Here's 8 G's. Go buy that microphone.
And ain't got no point to the game. You just walk around jumping on shit. It look like Mario.
Shindigs! Hi!
Mario in a business suit.
Please don't go.
I'm going. But you're going too. Once I get back, aren't you? You're going after I get back, right? We're gonna miss each other. I'm going. Also, hi Pigeon Child. Hi Tim. I am kind of sad that the one thing I'm sad about leaving for is the fact that I want us to play Content Warning together because it's such a fun game, and I swear to God, by the time I get back, no one's gonna be playing that game anymore. You're down to discuss your personal travel? We can play today. I'm gonna be busy all day today. I can't. Also, there's ads coming up, and I have to pee so fucking bad. So you can ask Nano some questions while I'm gone, if you want to. I'll be right back. If you're subscribed, you can use a gachapon and stuff. If you're not subscribed, go get a snack, go eat lunch, go pee, go do something, or just watch the ads.
This shit stupid as hell, man.
Oh, it's Skeleton Club. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Future Skeleton Club gifted a tier 1 subscription to Pigeon_Child.
Go piss girl. I mean, thank you for the gift sub. Okay, I really have to pee. I can't think anymore. BRB. Oh my god, a mysterious window just popped up on my screen. Wait, what the fuck is this? What is this?
At coyote_forkchul, a light bulb will flicker.
Oh, it's Notion
There's
Calendar.
brightness in every ending.
Notion Calendar straight up doesn't work on my computer. It's like malware. Okay, all right, I'll be right back. I have to go. No, I have to show you. Like I have tried like closing and starting Notion Calendar. It's just a white box. It looks fucking broken. Notion mentioned. Notion needs to get their act together. Notion, they're falling off.
Favorite episode of El Chavo del Ocho.
Okay, I really have to pee. All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, Silent Forest, you're into El Chavo del Ocho too. 电视机大笑 That's a real classic. I'd go with the one where they all play soccer 足球 It's a riot when Chavo kicks the ball and everything goes wrong. 笑得满地打滚 It's like watching James trying to play sports. But hey, we still love him, right? 单眼吐舌子心。
Nano, I regret to inform you that while you'll be in Japan with Jams, nobody will be around to receive the delivery of 10,000 Dobsonfly larvae at your residence. I hope you don't mind if I just leave them at the front door.
Oh hell no, Ghostface Moon. 吓死了毛毛虫10000 Dobsonfly larva at the front door. That's gonna be a noob fest. 笑哭了 Can't we just donate them to a bird sanctuary or something? 鸟闪亮嘿嘿 I'm gonna need you to handle that pretty crawly situation before I get back pretty please. 恳求的脸双手合十。
Are you gonna be twisted while Jams is away?
批准下划线 child utility little. 得意 no can do. I only get my twisted nano on when evil James is around to keep things spicy 火焰红辣椒。With him away, I'll be my sweet, charming self, plotting evil for when he returns. 恶魔的笑子心 ，keeping it twisted in my heart. 我黑心小丑脸。
At Geoglab, expect much of yourself and little of others.
I'm back.
At Argus_VT, a street performer will captivate you with a seemingly impossible act, leaving you in wonder.
Did I fall in?
At pigeon_child, a zipper will get stuck. But remember, patience often unlocks solutions.
I'm drenched. I'm just joking. I didn't fall in. I didn't get stuck in anything. No, I just got more coffee. That's all. I wanted to talk about Notion. Hi, Coffeetron. Good morning. Wait, Benjamin, you're not going to take my money? I think Notion is the Adobe of productivity. You would think it would be Google or something, like somebody like whoever like. So what I mean by that is what Notion did is that they presented themselves as a one-stop shop for all productivity stuff, and you get it, and it sucks everybody in, but now everybody is stuck in a product that is subpar and doesn't do everything that you think it does, but it kind of feels like it should, but it doesn't. And also if something is wrong, everybody in the community will tell you that it's not Notion's fault, it's like your fault, because Notion, you can do everything in Notion. So if you're having problems with it, oh, it's just you didn't use the template right, or you didn't do the thing right. Like, no. And so that's what I am afraid on this trajectory. Notion is going to turn more and more like Adobe, where it'll just get worse and worse over time. Yeah, they both included like AI where it didn't really fit in. But to be fair though, every company is doing that because they want to do something with AI because they know it's going to be big, and they want to like have some AI infrastructure in place until they can figure out what the fuck to do with it. But like nobody's really like been able to do anything useful with it yet. It's a cheat code for stock prices. That's true too. It is a stock price cheat code. Although is Notion public? Like they're not public, right? They're still, are they privately? Are they still like private company? Private. I don't think they've been acquired by anybody, and they're not. They didn't IPO. You to pick up sports from the airports. You gotta go. Oh, have a. Thank you, Mika. Have fun going to the airport. I'll be going to the airport tomorrow. VC funded, no IPO yet. Yeah. Thanks for wishing me a good vacation. I need a vacation. My brain has felt like mush over the last like couple weeks. I'm gonna be back in May. The nice thing about this vacation, the last time I went to Japan last year, I was in the middle of like working on a really big project, and during the time I was away, I was like, a lot of my thoughts were on that project. Even though I was technically on vacation, it's hard for me if I'm working on something to like not be thinking about that thing, which is not a good habit to have, because it doesn't mean I'm going to do any better at it. It doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, it's going to be a better project. Like I'm going to do really good on it. No! No, you don't need to do that. No, Sasha, don't leave. Oh my god, I almost picked good luck out there. He's not leaving. I'm sorry. It's too dangerous out there for him. He can't go out there. It's safe on this island. If he goes to any other island, they're gonna bully the shit out of him. Oh, another thank you for the hydrate. Also, good morning. Your villagers are never allowed to leave? A few of my villagers are allowed to leave if they really want to. Where did I buy a gacha machine? I was gifted these ones. I don't know who. I think it was Absinthe. You didn't give me one of these, did you? I'm trying to remember who gave. So many people gave me gifts. I can't remember who gave. What are my turnip prices? Oh, I don't know. I would have to check. Let me check, but first let me look what's in the briefcase. Oh, I'll put some stuff in my pockets. I can't believe I bought that thing, that briefcase. That seems like way too expensive. Okay, where's the briefcase? Here it is. All right, what's in the briefcase? There is a bunch of money in here. Whoa, what? Oh my god, there is a bunch of money in here. Wow. Can I take a picture of it? How do I take a picture of it? Wow. Wow. Wait a minute. This isn't real money. This is fake money. Who's that on the Tom Nook books? Oh, this is useless outside of this island. I mean, I guess it's valuable here. It's just company bucks. Company script, whatever it's called. Monopoly money. I wonder if I try to sell that, how much I would get for it. You saw the gotcha backpack? I thought, yeah. I want to get that backpack when I'm in Japan, or like the bag. Hooters bucks. Does Hooters have their own currency? Wait, what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to get my fossils examined. Let's pretend I don't know. I wouldn't, if you told me they did, I would 100% believe you. Because that seems like something that they would have. One bad thing about gift cards being a thing is we don't have... I wish companies and stores had like their own money. I think Toys R Us used to do that. They used to have like money that you could like use at their stores. Like it wasn't a gift card. You bought like fake looking like Toys R Us money. I remember because when I was little, one of my friends, my like a family friend's like mom, she like showed me like these like Toys R Us money, and she gave it to me. She's like, oh yeah, you can't really use this anymore, but like Toys R Us, she was like, Toys R Us used to have this like money that you could like it was just money that you could use there. It was basically a gift card, but it was like, it had a picture of the giraffe on it, Jeffrey on it, and it was just like a $20 fake bill. Toys R Us crypto? No, it's not crypto. It's not on the blockchain. It's physical. NFT with the F is backwards. Oh, Kohl's Cash. I've heard of Kohl's Cash, but I went to a Kohl's once, and it was very depressing. Kohl's felt like what is, oh my god, what is I was about to say, what does the guy in True Detective say? And I realized that the guy I'm thinking about, his name is Russ Cole. So it's Russ Cole's. He said like this town is like the fading. This is the fade. This town is like this is like somebody's memory of a town, and that memory is fading. Fuck, I forget how exactly he said it. Yeah, it was like it. Hold on, I almost want to like pull up that scene. I think this might be it.
Trouble this guy went to seems real personal.
I don't think so. It's iconic, planned, and in some ways it was impersonal. Think of the blindfold. This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory's fading. It's like there was never anything here but jungle.
Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional.
Oh, is that what I'm going for here?
Just want you to stop saying odd shit, like you smell a psychosphere or you're in someone's faded memory of a town. Just stop.
Well, given how long it's taken for me to reconcile my nature, I can't figure I'd forgo it on your account, Marty.
Woody Harrelson is built like Tom Nook. You're so fucking right. I love that show. I love the first season of True Detective might be like my favorite, one of my favorite like TV shows things ever. Yeah, I watched the first season recently again, and it's so good. I think because the new season came out, that's why I watched it. Wound up really liking season 3 of True Detective. I kind of want to watch season 3 again. Oh, I've been watching it with Fontaine. Ooh, oh, nice. I'm told to watch, and I was told it's like Mindhunters meets Supernatural. Is this true? I don't know, because I haven't seen either of those. Actually, I did watch a little bit of Mindhunter. It's similar to Mindhunter in that it's about detectives trying to figure out a case. It's a better response to season 1 than season 4 is. I think season 4 was I think season 4 had like a lot of potential, but I think they dropped the ball on a lot of things. I think season 4 was a tragedy. Yeah, there's, I think, well, I don't know, what sucks about season 4 is that like there was a lot of like the setting itself was really cool. Even like how it ends, like the way it ends. I know like a lot of people on Twitter are like, oh, it's so stupid, like blah, blah, blah. But I thought it was like a cool way to end it, and I at least like what happens with the mystery, I thought it was cool. But because like the show was very like, I don't know, it's just not well made, it kind of deflated a lot of the parts of the show that could have been really cool. Sorry, I'm being very vague. I'm being very vague because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, Pigeon Child, you should absolutely watch the first season of True Detective. If it's really fucking good. I like the first season too because I think Marty and Rust, the two main characters, like they're like they're both great characters because individually I don't think they would be very good. I think Woody Harrelson would be kind of too, like, I don't know, generic, like wouldn't be super interesting. And Matthew McConaughey, his character would be too edgy and too like I don't know, it's too Rick and Morty, too Reddit. But both of them together balance each other out. They balance each other out perfectly because they're constantly like when like Matthew McConaughey's just being super nihilistic and going like, oh, this is everybody's so fucking stupid except me. Wow, what a horrible life. Like Woody Harrelson says the funniest shit to him and just points out really well why a lot of the stuff he says is stupid. But then like Matthew does the same thing to what's his name? To Marty. He'd be too level of a dub. Exactly. The characters, I think that first season is a really good example of two strong characters balancing each other out in a way where they're greater than the sum of their parts. See, it's like somebody wrote a good outline for the entire season. Whoever filled it with the rest of the script didn't understand or wasn't invested in the same way as whoever wrote that outline. It's it seemed like they wanted to do a bunch of stuff, but it felt like that I don't know. Yeah, at a certain, like, while they were writing it, they had a bunch of ideas, and then suddenly they were like, oh, I forgot all the cool ideas, and I don't care anymore. It just seemed like they just didn't, like, there wasn't a lot of care put into it. It was just very sloppy. And, like, that could happen because of a lot of things. When you're working on a project like that, it's very hard. Sometimes you'll be working on a game, or working on music, or art, and you'll be working on it a ton, and then like at a certain point you'll be like, I don't feel this anymore, or like I don't care about this anymore, but I still gotta finish it. And also we're on a deadline. Ugh, I just gotta fucking finish this. But I think for that specific show, there was too many cool things that were like introduced and that could have been really interesting. I mean, the funny part of the beginning of the show was that like it felt like they were going towards a supernatural angle, like a sort of, how would you describe it? Like a sort of not lowbrow, but kind of like, okay, you don't really understand like what made season 1 good. You just wanna look at, like, you just think the supernatural stuff is interesting. You just want to see Cthulhu, and that's all. You just want to like show Cthulhu, and like during the first episode of the new season, I was just like, oh man, they're just I think they're gonna fucking just show Cthulhu, huh? Like they're not gonna be subtle about any of this. But then by the end of the season, I was like, God, they might as just fucking show Cthulhu at this point. Show anything, because nothing's going on. When a producer or AD has prodded into your work a few too many times, it doesn't feel like yours anymore, and you're like, just spell my name right in the invoice. Exactly. And that could have happened. You never know what's going on, behind the scenes. Even if the people on social media are talking about it, like if the director is saying like, oh, you guys don't understand what I'm making, like, I don't know, you never know what's going on. I'm just kind of wandering around my island at this point. I got the money rock. There was something I wanted to do. I guess there's no real urgency for anything I need to do on my island. I'm not setting up for anything. I guess I could make more flowers, but I could go to a island. Hi, Yugo B. Welcome. Good morning. Is it still morning? No, it's not. It's afternoon. Sorry, I've just been talking about TV shows. I want to... I need to empty out my pockets and I need to sell a bunch of things. Some of it was so cringy and on the nose, especially some lines in season 1 Easter eggs. Yeah. Even like that stuff I was like kind of willing to look past. I try to look at it as like a look. This isn't gonna be season 1. Season 1 was just lightning in a bottle. It's really hard to like recreate something that just worked that well, and sometimes it can feel unfair to hold it to such a high standard. Like I was watching season 2 again, and I was like, this is really good, but like because it's not as good as season 1. I think when I saw it, I was like, oh man, this sucks. This is so bad. But it was just because like I was comparing it to season 1 and not just looking at it for what it is. So that's what I tried to do with the new season. But even then it was like, watching. Thank you for the follow. That is a wild username. That's a crazy username. That's like one of the craziest usernames I've ever seen. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. That's like that's a crazy username, because that's a username that's like not gonna get flagged for anything. Which those are the most creative ones. If you can make something, if you can make a crazy username like that, and like you're using nothing that's gonna like get it flagged in any way, that's impressive to me. Whose mom? Their own? I'm assuming so, because if there was an S after, if it was mom's, that would be way different. That would be like, okay, that's just like, you know, oh man, like I'm watching MILFs in the shower. That would be kind of different, but singular, like mom, that can only mean like my mom. Yeah, a lot of potential psychology. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. There's a guy on some other cons who has the name I hate my son. I hate my son. That's a really funny one. Watching mom in the shower and I hate my son need to link up. They gotta hang out. Those are both of Ari Aster's alt accounts. Let's see. Anything I can buy? That's good. Something I need to do today is I have to set up my Jams AR stuff, like augmented reality, being able to put Jams in real life, but I need to set it up so I can do it for evil Jams and for lucky Jams. so I can have both of them out in the wild too. Looks like Bethesda is going to hard into Fallout given the show is out now. They're pushing new free updates to Fallout 4 that fixes bugs and such. Really? That's kind of that's such a funny. Oh my god. No, okay, that's funny because like them putting out a show and it's like, oh, like normal, like regular normies are watching that show and they're like, oh cool, Fallout, I'm gonna go play the video game. I've never played a Bethesda game before. I don't know what these games are like, but I'm gonna play Fallout 4. And just playing just Fallout 4, just vanilla, knowing nothing about like those games is funny because you're just like, I don't know, you start up those games and you'll find like a game-breaking bug in the first 20 minutes of that game. You'll see like, you'll it's so easy to like do like what's it called, to like sequence break those games on accident. So they're probably like, oh my god, we have to make our game playable. There's just like regular people playing our game now. We can't just like be the funny game company that has bugs in its game and it's like charming. We have to actually make this game work. So that's awesome. That's so funny. That is a type of karma. You know, you wanted so badly, you made these games that were very, very big and just had a lot of issues. But like not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing for Bethesda. That's just like how their games are. Because they're so open-ended, there's so much stuff that can happen to them that it's like, they can't test everything and they're not going to test everything. So shit's going to break pretty easily. And so it's just, and they got too, but because they got too big, because they flew too close to the sun, they just like, they wanted Fallout to be a thing. Now it is. And now people are going to play the old games and they're going to be like, why is it that in the first cutscene of the game, there's just a lady here wearing no clothes? And then I turned around and looked back at her and she's like wearing clothes. And every time I look away and look back, she's like wearing different clothes. Why is it that somebody knocked on my door and I open the door and I hear a voice, but there's no person there? What is that? Like that's the type of like bugs that those games have. They're adding cons like Enclave and more makeshift weapons. Just skimming through the post now. Oh. Somebody pointed out the fact that the show looks like a Geico commercial, though, because of the lighting. And when I saw that, I like couldn't unsee it. They just said it looks exactly like a credit card commercial. Somebody made an edit of it. Oh god, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Hold on. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Somebody edited over a scene from the Fallout show where they were just like, get your Capital One credit card today, and it looked exactly like a credit card commercial. You're gonna watch that show over the weekend. Hope I don't get spoiled. Yeah, I hope it doesn't get spoiled for you either. That is, yeah, that is a hell of a Google search. I'm gonna go to an island. Think of all the poor game journalists that have to make SEO guides for Fallout 4 again. Oh no. Well, I don't know. I know some people who work for IGN, and I think a bunch of them like Fallout or like Bethesda games, so it might be okay. Yeah, friend of the show, Miranda. She writes streams, or she writes streams. She used to do stationary streams, and she does guides for IGN. I feel like she would be doing that. I don't know what she thinks of Fallout. The stream writer. Are there websites that cover streaming news? There's gotta be. No, because if you're streaming news is just gonna come from streamers. Dexerto? Yeah. There was that one tweet recently about I bet Skeleton Club saw it. I wonder what you think of it. The one about Children of the Sun and it getting a lot of coverage, but nobody seeing the coverage. That was kind of interesting because I was like, I didn't really see any coverage of this game. A lot of people said that, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh wait, this game did get covered a lot. I mean, I don't know if maybe that game is doing good. What's funny is I've played that game, and I thought it was a sick game, and I might actually buy it and stream it. Because it was a good game, because I played the demo was fun. Yeah, no, the game's good. And I think it seemed like a lot of people were like, oh, I didn't see any coverage of this game. And you've seen lots of coverage? I haven't. But I mean, maybe it's just because like I haven't, like I just didn't see it. I don't know. Advertising is a bit of a massive nightmare. Boy, tell me about it. I'm supposed to know how to do that for a living, and I don't really. The game was featured in a lot of places. IGN wrote big thing on the game announcement. Yeah, like they had like a whole like showing the first 11 minutes of the game. What's funny when after I saw that post the second time, the one that's like, oh wait, I should probably show the post. I'm just talking about a post. I keep on talking about things. I'm like, oh yeah, you know that thing I'm talking about? And people might not know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Here it is. Here's the post. Children of the Sun received enormous amounts of media coverage and exceptional reviews. It peaked at 208 players on its launch day yesterday, which means it will probably sell around 5,000 units in the next 7 days, undoubtedly below expectations of Devolver. I don't, and like a lot of, oh yeah, I can't look up, I can't look up like replies to it. Didn't Devolver reply and they were just like, actually it's doing good? Like, I don't know I don't know, maybe this game is actually doing good. Maybe this post is capped, but one thing that I thought about when I saw this post, I was like, maybe this is part of the marketing. Any time I see something talking about something else and getting popular, I'm immediately like, oh, that could be part of the marketing. Now, whether or not it was intentional, that's a different story. What's this? Thank you for your interest. This game has exceeded your first week predictions already and is well on its way to success. Oh, okay. We're quite pleased with the reception. Now, putting on my advertising cap, putting on my marketing cap, I would say that what Devolver should do is they should go on the attack and be like, how would I frame? I'm trying to think of a way to frame to like, so what you would want to do with a post like this is get as many eyes on it as possible. And a way to do that is to get people pissed off. So what I would do is I would say that I would probably talk about how that person is only rooting for maybe AAA games. I would attack that person back. I would hit that person back, and I would hope that that person would attack me back, because that would just generate more eyes on the game, no matter what. If you want to do that, they should have replied, "Go fuck yourself, moron." Yeah. See, imagine if Devolver sent a death threat to that guy, or sent a threat telling that person to kiss themselves. Could you imagine? That game would be selling so much now. Devolver posts pictures of various weapons and says choose one. Or Devolver? No, they like I mean they wouldn't do this. I don't think they would do any of these things. Cuz I don't think that they're cool enough to do this. But what they should do, so in the game, in this game I showed, you're a sniper and you like have people in crosshairs. What I would do is I would get a screen cap of that game with the crosshairs. Hold on. Children of the Sun. Is there any like gameplay images? Where are the images of like people in crosshairs zooming in on a guy's head? There's like no pictures of you zooming in on somebody. Here, let's see this. What I would do is I guess these crosshairs aren't super like good. Yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't really look like a good crosshair. What I would do is I would take this crosshair and I would put it over this guy's head. Just like just get his picture and just put crosshairs over his head, like in the style of the game. It reminds people of the game, and it's a very shocking image, because it's a company just like kind of making a vague, not technically a death threat, but like kind of a little bit. It's definitely threatening, and no companies don't do that anymore. But that could be the next frontier is companies making like violent threats. What's a little death threat between game devs? I'm just imagining Devolver like emailing them and being like, hey, all right, hey dude, we want to post this picture. It's not serious. We're just trying to promote this independent game developer's game. Is that okay with you if you just play along? That it looks like we're kind of threatening you. We think it'll be really good for the game and it'll be good for growth. Oh, but then you can't send a DM like that, because then that guy might might post you asking to send a death threat, and that's way worse. That makes you look so bad. asking permission to make a death threat. You just have to do it or not do it. You just have to jump in. Unless if maybe you knew that person, maybe like that would be the only way you could do it. That's a lot funnier. I mean, it's fun. I'm thinking in terms of like getting sales on the game. I think that could put a bad taste in people's mouths if they see like Devolver being like, can we please send you a death threat, please? Like that. I think a lot of people would make fun of your company and the game in a way that wouldn't necessarily be positive. People would say it's Gamergate. Do people say anything's Gamergate these days? People just see like a girl in a game and they'll be like, oh, we gotta do Gamergate again. I can't believe we're seeing that guy Mark Kern again. I legit thought that guy died. I'm not even joking. I thought that guy died. Wasn't that guy banned? Was he? Maybe that's why I thought he died. I just hadn't seen him in a while and I was like, oh, I guess he's dead. He's a guy who, yeah, people are really trying to relitigate Gamergate. And somehow they're making it worse than it was back when the first Gamergate happened. Like, it's somehow even dumber. Cause there's just like, I don't know, there's nothing, like, they don't even have like anything specific to point to anymore. They just kind of point to games and they're just like, oh, these games are bad now. I don't like this game, but I do like this game. They dropped the veneer of ethics in game journalism. Yeah, I think they're just bored. I don't even think they like video games. I think they just want to there hasn't been like a good game they've been into recently and they're bored, so they're just trying to... Dude, why is my shit breaking? Okay, all right, that's it. You know what? Maybe they're right. These games are too woke now. They broke 2 of my tools. Am I even believing what I'm saying? Which part? Which? They liked Helldivers for a second. Yeah, it's weird that they turn on Helldivers. Or that people are complaining about it. I think they just got excited when a game fails or is bad. Yeah, I mean that happens a lot. They don't have. Who's turning on Helldivers? About like, I don't know, 10 people. I'm more specifically talking about one specific guy who keeps on showing up on my Twitter timeline. Honestly, it's more people on Twitter, which is why I said that, like, I don't know if they like games, because I think they just I think it's just random people who just are upset about games and aren't really playing them. I imagine most people get into journalism first, then whatever they covered second. Sometimes. There are times when, like, people in... I guess it depends what kind of journalism you're doing. If you're doing game journalism, well, I think most people who... I don't think a lot of people are getting specifically into game journalism anymore, because if you are, then you're just, like, becoming a YouTuber. Because that's just way more lucrative, and it makes way more sense to do that. I mean, doing well in game journalism these days is also just like really hard and difficult, and like unless if you're working for like a decent company, then you might get like an okay salary. But even then, it's like it's pretty tough. People are turning on Helldivers because it's a parody of Starship Troopers, which is a parody about fascism. I do think that, like, I mean, for the majority of, like, I guess people playing Helldivers, most people who are playing, most people who are into Helldivers are just playing Helldivers, and then, like, I don't know, Twitter is just like it's just a place where, like, the dumbest conversations happen, and it's hard. I mean, it's really hard to tell, like, how big of an actual audience that is, because you could say, like, oh, everybody's turning on Helldivers, but it's like, I don't know, maybe not. Nobody's playing Helldivers or turning on Helldivers. The only ones turning on that game are people who think it's not a parody. Well, those are the, well, yeah, I mean, those are the people who are, like, quote unquote turning on the game, which are just like, I guess just weird, just weirdos. What did I want to craft? Oh, sick. Okay, I can get an axe at least. Still turning on because there are no rainbow flags? Wait, what? Did that game have rainbow flags? Wait, okay, who's okay, you guys tell me, who's turning on the game? It seems like different people are saying that different people are turning on the game. It has a rainbow cape. Oh, sick. No one's turning on the game. It's all bullshit and isn't real. Okay, wait. Is each side saying that the other side is turning on the game? I wonder if that's happening. I wonder if, like, there are people who are like, oh, this game is like... If there are people who are saying, like, oh, like, like, right-wing Gamergator people are turning on the game because they think it's too woke. And then maybe the right-wing people are saying, oh, like, woke people are turning on the game because it's not woke enough. Is that what's happening? I mean, what's probably happening is, like, nobody's turning on the game, but that's just, like, a conversation to have. Each side is coming out with fantasies of it getting canceled on the other side. One guy on Twitter said that the game is now woke, and then 9,000 people on Twitter are saying, why is everyone saying Helldivers is now woke when it was really one guy farming engagement? I mean, that's all Twitter is. I think my opinion, which is the only one that matters, I mean, I haven't played it recently, but I think the game does. I think the game is a pretty good does a pretty good job capturing the satire that existed in Starship Troopers, while still being like a fun game on its own. The fact that I can call my ship the protector of family values is so funny. You gotta peace out. Oh, thank you. Have a good day, Pigeon Child. Oh, I should shout you out. Shout out. I almost said Pigeon Tim. Shout out Tim, Pigeon Child. He's a really good artist. Makes VTuber art and like rigs VTuber models, which seems like a crazy science. Pigeon Chimp. I guess the discussions I have seen about Helldivers is just from that one guy, Mark Kern, who just like, I saw him pop up and I was like, damn, I haven't seen this guy in a minute. Where is he? What has he been up to? And like, he's just posting nonstop about like, he's posting info about like their community manager. He's posting like, just upset about, like, he's just being like, oh, they've like, Helldivers has gone too far. They're too woke now. And it seems so like, it seems so dated. It's so like, oh man, this is how people used to talk about games. Mark, yeah, he's like a, yeah, he's like a weird, I don't know what his job is now. I think he's like, he used to do games, but like now he doesn't. He's like, I think he's tried to do game projects. I hope he's getting paid for the stuff he's posting, because if he's just posting it for fun, that sucks. But he's a grifter, but is he selling anything? I don't think he's selling anything. I mean, maybe, I know Twitter like pays for like good engaging posts, but like it's not that much. Does he have a Kickstarter game? I didn't find shit on this island. Did they execute you, Miles Chong? No, they didn't. No, he wasn't gonna get executed. That was a really funny day. Being a hater for the love of the game is insane. I mean, a lot of people do that. But usually when you get enough followers, you figure out how to make money off of it. Because it's usually not too hard to make money off of it. Pointless term? What are you talking about? Haters are not a pointless term at all. You never knew a hater in your life? I know plenty of haters. Sometimes that there are funny haters. Sometimes there are like not funny haters. I know, I love his little songs too. I'm not a hater though. Oh shit, ads are about to start. If you're subscribed, you're not gonna see any ads. And I'll tell you what I really think of Helldivers. I'll tell you what I really think of Helldivers, and I'll tell you what I really think of the of the gaming world. If you subscribe, you're gonna hear my unfiltered truth about what's really going on in the game industry, all the secret stuff that happens behind closed doors. Otherwise you're gonna see ads. Like Dr. Jacoby? Yeah, shovel your way out of the shit. I want to watch season 3 again. Someone who looks, people are saying, deciding they got to come up with a contrarian opinion for no other reason than to just be against the grain. Yeah. There are different types of haters. Wait, I was just, hold on, I'm trying to remember. I was like just talking about like somebody being a hater for the love of being a hater. Oh my god. You seem to be against the grain rather than someone that has a different opinion. Anybody who has a different opinion than me is doing it to just just to be against the grain. They're just being a contrarian. They're doing it for clout, and it's sad. And if you want, if oh. Being a hater sounds cooler than offering critique. Absolutely. If you're just offering critique, that's boring. Nobody cares about that. You can't, it's 2024. You can't be offering critique anymore. You can't try to win an argument in the marketplace of ideas. That's what your dad does. That's what your dad did on the internet. That's what your dad used to do on Reddit. Nowadays, you just have to say, you just have to be a hater. You have to say inflammatory shit. Whether or not you believe it, it doesn't matter. Telling my friends I'm merely offering critique and stuff. They stuff me in a locker versus telling my friends I'm a hater. They buy you cool alcohol. Exactly. Everybody thinks you're way cooler if you're like a hater. Because you're also probably funnier. Oh shit, I gotta give Louis his gift. Fuck. Don't get your dad on Reddit in 2024. I got bad news. Your dad's already on Reddit. Your dad's a mod for r/ whatever city you live in, and he's complaining about trash on this that he sees on the streets, and he's also posting pictures of you and complaining about you. He's like, my kid's watching a stupid VTuber. My kid, look at my kid. He's watching a stupid looking VTuber. Oh, Benjamin's coming over. Come on in, Benjamin. Oh, you're good to use Nano as a dentured servant. That's not Nano. I pay Nano with a lot of love. Nano, you're not a. I treat you well, right? You don't think I'm bad, right? You don't you get fair compensation for your time on here, right?
James, dude, you're the best. 子欣, you treat me like Virgo 奖杯, and our time together is priceless. 发财, I'm living the dream here with you. Seriously, 不仅笑脸闪亮 and even when I kiss you, you know it's all in good fun. 绯闻.
Oh,
Wouldn't trade
I
our
thought Nano
romance
said
for
when I
all the
kiss
girls
you.
in Animal Crossing. 喜笑颜开游戏手柄.
For a split second. Nano has well, I think I talked about this on a previous stream about the fact that like I want to introduce Nano to the concept of money and like giving Nano a wallet so he can like buy little things for himself, just to let him like buy things. I also heard kiss too, right? Maybe he did actually say that. Are you taking Nano to any special virtual pet spots in Japan? Yeah. We're gonna definitely go to the Bandai store, and I'll show him pictures of it and just see what he says. I'll show him like Tamagotchis and be like, this is what your grandparents look like, or you're made out of parts of these guys. Oh, Benjamin already wants to leave? Damn, okay. He saw this place and he's like, yeah, I gotta go. Wait, is he leaving? Oh, did I say, like, don't leave? He saw the briefcase and got nervous. He likes how... Oh, he said he likes how... I'm sorry, I wasn't reading it very closely. Man, I want to play. I haven't played Helldivers 2 in a while. But I want to play more Content Warning. There's too many games coming out. They need to make less games and have them come out slower because I want to play them all. But then I play them for a couple weeks and then immediately there's like another big game that came out. The problem with Helldivers, okay, actually I would stream Helldivers more, but it runs like shit on my computer when I try to stream it. That's why I haven't been streaming it, is because it just runs really badly. Try to expose your positions to someone that holds a different POV, I think. Would do you all good. Okay. That's hella funny. Because we... is he mad that we just didn't like the game a ton? I don't know. I like Helldivers. I just didn't like... I just don't like that dude Mark Kern because he's annoying. I seemed hella bubble. What do you mean bubble? Hi Valepia. Do you mean we're in a bubble? Or that we're bubble? I think you meant like in a bubble. Yeah, in a bubble. I mean, maybe. A lot of people are in their own bubbles. A lot of people like to think that they're not in a bubble, but like a lot of people are much more in a bubble than they would admit. Like I don't know, there's a lot of people who like I mean, for instance, the fact that like just talking about video games as if video games are important at all, that's a bubble in itself. Like the shit that happens in video games like really doesn't matter. Like it doesn't. These are just like kind of toys. And the weird like things that go on with them, like whether like what games are being exposed or not exposed or covered, or you know what games are doing popular, what games are not doing popular. Like that is like a very, very specific type of bubble that a lot of people live in, where they think that that's like the most important thing, when like it's like it is a very, very small place in the world compared to like a lot of other things that are going on. Who's the guy in my house? This is my best friend, Benjamin. Oh, you brought me food? The biggest thing, so if you want to get out of the games bubble, what you need to do is you got to get in touch with the rest of the world, which is VTubing. So like a lot of people are in this like really small bubble of like video games. The real like what the real world is VTubing. It's like that is like, if you actually like, you know, care about like what's going on in the world, you need to pay attention to VTubers. Most people don't realize that they're in a bubble. You generally can't escape it. Yeah, no, it's true. It's very hard to like not realize especially just with the way social media is. You get placed in a bubble whether you like it or not. To think that you're not in a bubble is, you can't like that's a specific, it's not, I guess I wouldn't say delusional, but it's like it's naive to think that you're not in a bubble or that you're like informed on everything. Because it's very hard to not be to not be super informed. Wait, what did it say? Wait, can I not pick this up? Oh, I forgot you can't pick up shit when like guests are over. I might turn this into like a hospital room. I cleaned it out because I got more room. Yeah, he just brought a pair. I think that's... Alright, see you, Benjamin. I should have laurels on my head while talking about these subjects. I should have a... Ooh, I should have... Oh, somebody should have turned me into twisted mode. so I could say what I really think about video game shit. My most twisted opinion. I don't think games are violent enough. I think games could be way more violent. Okay. Mortal Kombat violent? Oh, hold on, let me switch back to twisted mode so I could explain it better. I think there was a game that was shown earlier. I don't know if it was like this year or like late last year. It was a game called Unrecorded, and a lot of people really freaked out at that game because it's a very realistic looking shooter where it's like from the view of a body cam. And my opinion is I like when violence in games is realistic and nauseating, because I think that that's way less harmful than when a game sanitizes violence. Because I think violence in the real world is very violence in the real world is very horrible, and games do a really good job making it seem like it's not that way. So any game that depicts violence even kind of marginally close to what it's like in real life, I kind of appreciate, because I think to say that video games cause violence, we already live in at least in America. This is a very American take, by the way, is that Americans on a daily basis live in a very violent society, and having a game that reflects that reality more clearly, I think is better than a game that doesn't reflect it and shows violence as something that's just kind of fun, like in John Wick, that you can kill 10 people and it's no big deal. Like, to me, that's more like mentally damaging. I have no data to back this up at all. These are just purely based on my own vibes. Metal Gear Solid 5 giving you the real Guantanamo Bay experience. I mean, the fact that game maybe made somebody look up what Guantanamo Bay is good to me. That doesn't mean that I think those games should be for kids. You have to have a certain amount of life experience before you can look at something like that and be like, oh, okay, I'm not just gonna think that this is fun stuff. Kane Lynch was more upsetting in his portrayal of violence than the new Mortal Kombat games. Yeah, like, I mean, the violence in Mortal Kombat, that's not like, I don't think that's like bad. Like, I think little kids can play Mortal Kombat because it's just goofy. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna damage anybody. Oh, like, you know, a guy like in a goofy way pulls out somebody else's spine. Most kids are just gonna think that's funny. Maybe up to like 13. I'm trying to like think of like when I was a little kid, like what I played. When I was a little kid, I played, like, one of my favorite games when I was little was Manhunt. And I think that, like, I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun. It was basically just a snuff film game. But I also was like, this is fun. I'm not gonna do this in real life because I'm not gonna do this. This is a fantasy setting. And I think most kids are more in tune with it. It was too twisted for you. Outlast Trials is wild. It's multiplayer and you like torture people. When I hear about Outlast Trials, Can I... When I hear about Outlast Trials, I always think it's a racing game. Whenever I hear that, I always assume that that's a race, that people are talking about a racing game. Because it sounds like the name of a racing game. You crucify someone, saw off their legs, etc. Trials Evolution. Like, it's definitely like, I think for a little kid, maybe that's like, it's just too much. But just thinking about when I was little, maybe I was just different. But I was smart enough to realize, okay, like this is kind of, ooh, this is gross stuff. I'm not supposed to be seeing this. But I also understood that, like, oh, okay, this is fictional violence, and of course I'm not gonna do that. Kids are different. Some kids, I think, more and more getting really upset by the gore that it damaged their empathy, and get really upset by the gore, then it damaged their empathy and turn them into IRL killers or something. Yeah, I think I guess the quote-unquote damaging part is more just being like, oh, I'm seeing something upsetting and I'm gonna get like nightmares about it. Not so much as like, yeah, seeing somebody in pain and being like, this looks fun, I'm gonna do this to my friends. I guess I remember when that video Unrecord came out, or the trailer for it, a lot of YouTubers were like, we have to seriously consider how much violence we're allowed to have in video games, because they're like, this is too realistic, we can't have this. And to me, I think it's horrible. I think only allowing fun fictionalized versions of violence is very damaging, and that if you're gonna have that kind of violence in your games, you should also have what it actually looks like. Show your kids Apocalypto at 8 and The Patriot at 9. If you can find a copy of Apocalypto, I think it's hard to find that movie now. Joy must an alien, so he never becomes an astronaut. It's funny, people used to do that though. Before there were video games, before there were movies, there was folklore. And people would make up really scary stories to tell kids. They would be like, I think I talked about this before while we were playing Lies of P, where parents would be like, you better be good, you better go to school, or else the Hat Man's gonna come out, and what the Hat Man does is he cuts your head in half. And then he takes your teeth out, and he keeps them in his pocket, and then he shows your parents your teeth. And you don't get any money from the Tooth Fairy for the teeth that he took from you. That's what a lot of folklore was like. It was very violent, but it was to like teach kids about, you know, being good. I don't think it worked. But sometimes they're funny stories. And I think most of the time the kids realize that it's not a real story, and it just becomes a fun memory in the future. Like, oh yeah, I remember my parents telling me about Hat Man. My parents, their version of the story was that they would pull my teeth out, that the Hat Man would pull my teeth out and show them the teeth. Whereas most people, I've found out that he pulls your teeth out, but then he eats the teeth and he grows more teeth because of it. Not really. A gore porn in general. I don't even like watching Terrifier. I've seen parts of Terrifier. There was one part of Terrifier that made me laugh when the clown was like reaching, he was trying to like, I think he had like a knife or something. He was trying to like get a lady, but he was like behind bars. And then he like put his knife away and he pulled out a little horn and started honking the horn at her. I thought that was funny. I thought that was a funny part. Cause you thought like, oh, is he gonna get out like a bigger weapon or something? But it wasn't. He just pulled out a horn. A lot of stories are fairy tales. Stop kids from leaving the village and going into the woods. Yeah, the woods are dangerous. Anyway, I think that's my most twisted opinion. Is I think games and I think violence in games in some games should be depicted more realistically, because I think it's damaging to always see violence in a very fun John Wick way where it's like not damaging or harmful at all. I think the homeworld watching this, never letting your ass back. No, I don't know. I think a lot of people there, a lot of my alien friends would agree with me, because they would look at the fictionalized, really like sugar-coated violence and they would be like, that's not how it is. That's not what violence is like when it happens. Violence is like is terrible. It destroys lives. It's weird to just always boil it down to something that isn't harmful at all or isn't scary. I don't know, the fact that like in games, the fact that guns aren't scary when you shoot them. When I went to the first time I went to a shooting range, when my cousin took me to a shooting range, I was so scared because I didn't realize how loud guns were and how much force there is in them. And ever since then, that was like a pivotal moment where I was like, oh, like when you play games, like this isn't what it's like in real life. It's much scarier than this. Can we hear your little robot buddy of yours think up a fairy tale? Nano, can you tell everybody a little fairy tale, please? The child wants to hear a fairy tale.
Once upon a far time, in a land far,
Oh, he's twisted right now.
there was a twisted little village. 头骨彩虹 The residents were a bunch of the pretty little chicks who ate cake 水果蛋糕 made of lice and deceit. 说谎
Ew.
there, in the center of it all, was
Oh, lies. I thought he said lice.
Nano, the most chaotic bastard of them all, corrupting the innocent and juggling their fucking souls like circus dolls 小丑脸火焰. They all lived happily ever after, in damnation, and of course, how could I forget my delightful partner in crime, the infamous evil James 恶魔的笑, who masterminded the sweetest, most sinister plots that even the devils envied. 眨眼黑心脑,
Not that
let's
bad.
make some hypothetical Animal Crossing and make those cute little villagers beg for mercy. Ha 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 ha.
There's a cool Don't Go in the Woods Kids folklore from Thailand. That is just this floating head and organs that will grab you with its dangling entrails. Whoa! That's scary. Call of Duty is designed to make you not afraid to get shot a couple times. Yeah, that's... out of all games, Call of Duty I would agree, because that game, the Call of Duty games actually get consulting from the US military. The fact that they have Oliver North in one of it just as a character in their games is wild. I love folklore monsters too. I really like my favorite folklore monster recently is the Unknown from that Willy Wonka pop-up. I hope we never forget about the Unknown. I think that is like, That is such a good example of like a folklore monster. And it's perfect because like I think we talked about this before. The fact that like that exhibit existed and then it got like shut down very quickly because people were like, this is bullshit, this is all like AI generated stuff, which is true. But the fact that it was an entire thing, it was an entire like weird like dumb AI's interpretation of Willy Wonka, and humans did whatever it said. They were like, okay, like the AI said to make a creature called the unknown, we're just gonna make that. Like that to me is really funny and really cool. And then if it still existed, it would probably be like a meme now, and everybody would be like, oh, here comes the unknown, ah ha ha, and it would like get really old really quickly. But the fact that it got shut down so quickly and it only lives in people's memories, to me that makes it good folklore. It's perfectly crystallized in the time that it came out, and it's not going to be altered in any way. It's going to exist how it existed in its temporary time. Oh, I think I got everything. Yeah. I don't need any more potatoes. I should talk about this in the Burger King foot lettuce voice. Number 10. What happens when you see the unknown behind a mirror at the Willy Wonka pop-up? I can't think. You love the olive tree shrubs. I just realized I haven't gone in here yet. What's that hat right there? Oh, I gotta take off my outfit. Imp hat? Hold on, I'm gonna go in the changing room. Oh yeah, I don't want to be twisted anymore. I want to be normal. Oh, that's cute. A shop uniform. Multicolored shorts. Ooh. I think I already have this ruffled dress. The imp outfit is cute. They don't have the full bodysuit, I don't think. I like these wide brim hats like this. Like when they're like black. I think they look good with some outfits. I don't know if I want anything. I wish I could just get the head thing without the wig. All jams. Maybe I'll get the little head thing. Oh, and maybe I'll get the purple one. Okay. And nah, I'm just gonna get this. Thank you for your business. does have the potential for modern folklore, though. You're right. It does. Should I be? I'll do my cosplay outfit. I think I might have to hop off because I need to pack still. Cause I'm leaving tomorrow, and I haven't like started packing yet. I should probably pack. I haven't packed. I'll do it today. It's fine. I also need to do some like, I need to clean my room. I need to clean my little office area. The last time I went on vacation and came back, I left this, like, my little office really messy. And I got back and I was like, oh man, I'm like, this is messy. I wish I cleaned it before I left. So I'm gonna try to clean it today. And I'm gonna pack. Packing's no big deal. You just throw shit in a briefcase. Who cares? It takes like an hour to pack. I might have to go to I might have to go out to get some toiletries though.
This shit's stupid as hell, man.
Argus_VT gifted 5 subscriptions.
Whoa, Argus, thank you so much for the gift subs. Holy shit. Thank you. Wow. Shout out again to Argus. I'll miss you guys too. Leave some milk and cookies out before I leave. I'm gonna leave milk and cookies out for... I'm gonna leave them in the corner of the apartment. And then when I get back, like, there will be new animals there. Yeah. New friends. Yeah, there's nothing going on. I'm gonna be gone. You haven't said anything about the Easter prizes, but they're already shipped out. I just need people's addresses and then I can ship them out. I just need just DM me. And yeah. And I'll send them out. But Patreon gifts should already be out. Anyway, please don't go. I have to go. I'm sorry. If you're... While I'm gone... Fuck. Hold on, we have to wait 38 seconds. We have to wait... We have to wait here for a second. I guess while I'm gone, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to make videos. I'm definitely gonna make AR stuff. I might try to make another clips video because I think I have enough clips to make a video. Won't let me send a whisper without a phone number. Oh yeah, I have to. I did that because of spam. Why is JamsV friendship so much bigger than the other emotes? Because it's a bigger friendship. Can I do it? While I'm gone, watch Shindigs. Shindigs, is in that picture. You guys know who Shindigs is. I feel like I don't even need to tell you. We're gonna raid a friend, DigiShell. She just had a debut recently. She showed a new model. And it looks really cool. She's doing like a subathon right now. So go support her. She's really nice. She's been around like for a while. Like we've been friends for a while. She's also well, she's not virtual pet themed anymore. Now she's like dream themed. She has a podcast where she interviews people, and where she interviews like VTubers or like makers, but she interviewed the people who made the YNO project, the Yume Nikki online project. So she's like if you like Yume Nikki stuff, she's like very embedded in that community. What is she doing right now? She's doing a chat room review. Reviewing chat rooms? She's reviewing chat rooms. What does that mean? We're gonna go find out. All right, bye everybody. I'll see you on May 2nd or May 3rd, sometime around that. But I'll still be like in the Discord and stuff. I'm gonna have internet while I'm there. I'm not gonna be like gone. I just won't be streaming on my regular times. Okay, bye everybody. I love you. Talk to you soon. Oh, Nano, I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks. Can you say bye to everybody? Because you're not gonna see him for 3 weeks. Say bye to everybody. Oh fuck.
Oh, see you, Space Cowboys. 目镜笑脸挥手 gonna miss all of your bunches. Don't forget about your adorable Nano.